Yo, we're back. No jumper, coolest, simpest podcast. Nah, that's man.
It's a simpest podcast.
Nah, man, no simp man. This is no jumper, coolest podcast in the world. They're gonna have to bleep out the ish since it's the first 30 seconds of the podcast. Kazumi.
Hey, Flakko.
Yo, why does my chair feel so low, man?
I don't know. I've heard a lot about you since we last saw each other.
Break it down, man. A lot about me. How so?
The last time I saw you, you were bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. My friend Nicole was giving you a lap dance. You were like,
whoa. I don't know what you're talking
we
about, man.
have it on camera. You can check it out.
I don't know what you're talking about,
and
man.
then I saw the memes. You've taken over No Jumper Reddit. You're racing Gina in the parking lot. Looks cool.
Yo, listen, man. Flakko became a low-key star. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I can't tell if you're a simp or an incel because last time I saw you, Adam introduced you as like the world's biggest simp, and I feel like you have rebranded.
Nah, man. I feel like the rebrand has been more so like me not even caring enough to even correct the narrative, right?
Yeah. What are you now?
Huh?
Like,
I'm just a guy, man. You know, like I'm just So the incel narrative to me is kind of like. Because incel stands for what? Involuntarily celibate, right?
Yeah, are you completely bitchless or?
No, man. Like, I feel like with clout, it's almost impossible to be quote unquote bitchless or like, right? Because how can you not get pussy with clout?
When was the last time you got pussy?
Well, I am a committed man.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
If I was like, you want to slip it up, you would say no?
No.
You would say no?
Trust me, I've turned down a lot of, quote unquote, gawk 3000s.
Okay, do you want to see my boobs?
No.
Do you want to see my butthole?
No, but come on, bro. Yo, speaking of buttholes, man. Okay, so first off, when did you realize there was this phenomenon with buttholes?
Like since the dawn of time, like since Adam and Eve,
No, because I realized... so the butt eating and all that butt play stuff became popular, I would say, around the Omarion song, right?
Yeah.
Eat the booty like groceries.
Yeah, I'm not really an ass eater, but if someone wants to like take the risk and eat my ass, I'll let them.
Man, yo, let's get to the F shit though. So one of your last appearances on No Jumper was when Mr. 5'5" Crip, the OG Crip Mac.
Oh yeah, I love that guy a lot. He's awesome.
Now, here's the thing though. So with the Crip Mac thing, that was the first time we kind of realized, this Kazumi thing might be an act. And here's what I mean.
I was like, maybe we went too far here.
Yeah. And here's what I mean. Well, not we, but Crip Mac, right? But here's what I mean when it's comes to an act, right? Because you're like the girl, yo, I will fuck anybody here. You feel me? Like, you play up to that character. So when Crip Mac came and you talked a lot of big game about fucking him.
I did meet my match. Yeah.
Yes.
I realized I maybe would not fuck Crip Mac. But that's because I met him in real life and I realized that he was a taken man and his woman is amazing and I love her.
Who is Crip Mac taken to?
Lupe.
No.
Yes, they are.
No,
yes,
they're not
they are married and they are in love and they do the dance, the Lupe dance, and then.
I feel like that's nonsense because after, again, man.
I think you having a girlfriend is nonsense.
Me? Why's that?
Let me see her.
Yo, listen, I would definitely FaceTime. No, I think she's at work right now, but like we'll FaceTime her.
Is she Asian?
No, I don't date Asian women.
Whoa.
Or white women.
Whoa, why?
Or I do like some non-blacks. I like the Latinas.
Oh, okay, so you keep it within the race and.
African American only, but back to the Crip Mac situation. So, do you ever fear that people don't see you as, let's say, like a human? They see you as this character? Because when we seen that, it was like, oh damn, like this whole act of I'll fuck anybody, oh my god, fuck me. That act became real, like apparent as an act when Crip Mac kind of pulled you on his lap and you seemed super uncomfortable.
I wasn't as uncomfortable as people thought I was. I mean, I was a little uncomfortable, but I feel like I was more uncomfortable in situations like with Sharp, where I feel like...
No, stop that.
Yeah, no, I was definitely a lot more uncomfortable being yelled at than... Because Crip Mac was apologetic afterwards and, we're cool. Mm-hmm. So...
Apologetic afterwards? Like, how so?
Yeah, he was like, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. It's all for entertainment. And, I feel like people forget that. Like, we are human people... I go to Trader Joe's and I don't want to fuck everyone at Trader Joe's usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe at Whole Foods, but not Trader Joe's. So, it's Kazumi is still a reflection of actually who I am. It's just, obviously for entertainment purposes, I am like leaning into a persona.
Exactly. And do you think that persona is being used to extract money from simps?
You mean alpha men?
Simps.
Yeah, alpha men to me. I mean, first of all,
And that's where the act comes in, though. Where is, and I see that a lot on Plug Talk. A lot of females come and say, a 3-inch penis is the best thing in the fucking world.
Okay,
oh my God.
Okay, let's be real. I don't know if you're actually packing, and I feel like you're not, but sometimes 3 inches is enough because if a guy is too big, I can't take that every day because it's super humongous. So I would have to cheat on him all the time with all these little dick guys.
You see?
Literally.
And this is why I say...
I love small cock.
And this is why I say that women who go to college for 4 years and have a degree, especially in psychology, they should not be allowed to have any type of interaction with simps where it's like a power dynamic that, where the end result is a simp giving them their money. Because this is not a fair power dynamic.
I think, well, if we take away what you mean by simps, I'm just having men and sometimes some women pay to watch me get fucked, which everyone does. Because, I mean, think about the No Jumper audience. Like, what are they? They're simping for Adam and Bossa Nova's freaking penis. You know what I mean? Like,
you would not disrespect Road Gang, man.
You get money from men. We both get money from men, you know?
But here's where it's kind of different. Now, I would say you are much more empathetic to the simps in terms of how you extract your money from them, right?
I love simps. I paid a No Jumper fan simps rent.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say you are exploitive in your practices. Well, some of your practices might be exploitive in terms of pretending to, like 3 penises.
So it's not exploitative if you want something from me, like a video, and then I give you a video for the amount of money it costs. That's just what capitalism is.
No, it's definitely exploitative because, like, for example, like cigarettes. Now, after a while, we had to figure out, okay, like this person is, let's say, 18 years old, but at some point we say, this is not like a fair exchange. Like, this cigarette is damaging them, and it's really addictive. Let's protect this 18-year-old from himself. Say, you can't buy tobacco no more unless you're 21.
I mean, you could make the same argument about No Jumper, right? Like, if you consume if you take everything that this podcast says as real fact, then of course it's like, okay, that's totally harmful. But this is entertainment, and so is porn. Within an actually happy medium of like, I want to consume this amount, of No Jumper or Fresh and Fit or porn or whatever, that's okay. But consuming it to an amount that obviously debilitates your whole life, that's kind of a lot,
Yeah, no, I feel like regular porn just being out there and then a simp going ahead and buying is cool. But where I feel like the power dynamic kind of comes into play is, let's say, OnlyFans DMs, where like they can actually now like contact those simps and coerce them and extract their money. That's really predatory, and I feel like at some point we have to protect the simp from themselves.
You come onto my page and you ask for a video, and then I give you the video, and I say, look, this product costs $10, and then they say okay, or they say no, and then they do not get the video. There is no coercion.
Well, no, like that's fine, but then there's practices like, oh my God, baby, oh my God, listen, send me a dick pic. Oh man, this dick is so big. I would love to meet up, but I charge $10K to meet up. Right?
I never do meetups.
Well, not you, but OnlyFans females, though, that's more so of like the practice is really exploitive because they go ahead and coerce and extract money from simps. And at some point, though, we got to protect simps. Because again, if, like the government said, we got to protect certain people from this cigarette company because, it's really predatory and exploitative, at what point do you say the practice of OnlyFans girls and their interactions with these simps is predatory?
I understand why that guy spat on you.
Hey man, speak on it, man.
Can I spit on you too?
No.
I
will say this though, I might enjoy your spit a little bit more than spit from like a
Is it because I have vagina woman spit or like me spit specifically? I don't want your girlfriend to be mad
now
that I spat on you.
Now I don't know, right? Because question for you, right? So. Now, if you spit on me now, but how much semen have you like digested this morning?
Semen?
Yeah.
I've never swallowed in my life.
Really?
I think it's gross.
You're Kazumi. You can't be pussying out.
No, because the first time I had a guy swallow, he was like, my first boyfriend ever, he was like, I want you to swallow some cummies. And I was like, I want you to taste test it and tell me. I mean, if you want anyone to eat a meal, then you would taste test it first. It's just common practice. And he did. And he was like, and I was like, right. So I just, like, the smell, I can smell it, and I can be like, that's whack. So I don't swallow semen.
So you don't swallow semen?
I'm a spitter. I'm a quitter.
Yo, like, don't your boyfriend ever feel insulted though when you out here?
What boyfriend?
Yo, let's speak on that. Let's speak on that.
Yeah, what girlfriend?
Yo,
my boyfriend is as real as your girlfriend.
Hey, listen, he's very real there, because I finally met your boyfriend. I will say this, though. He's definitely not what I expected.
Why would you think my guy is a white guy?
No. Now, your boyfriend looks like a nigga, though. Again, there's a black guy where you can tell black guy, nigga.
What are you saying?
There's black men, and who are, again, like just regular black guys, right? Who just look like, they got their 9 to 5. They're really, cupcake and vanilla black men. Some of them might be, Trump supporters.
What?
But then your boyfriend looked like a nigga, though. He looks like he's from the streets.
Are you an N-word, or are you a black guy? Where do you like? Where are you like in this like?
I'm a unicorn.
What the fuck are you saying?
It's dependent on the circumstances. I can be a black guy one day and a nigga the next.
Okay.
But I don't think your boyfriend got any like transformative properties. I feel like he's a nigga more, like most times.
He doesn't evolve into like a respectable, like Obama. He doesn't turn into Obama.
Now, when I walk in, I think he was smoking a blunt with like tattoos, right?
No, he has no tattoos.
Yo, bro, why do I automatically just make up shit in my head?
Do you want to fuck my boyfriend?
No, I do not want to fuck him.
Do you want to run a train on me with my boyfriend, and you guys like kind of make eye contact sometimes?
No. Now,
is it because your girlfriend is not okay with trains?
I would never run a train as an adult.
What? Oh, like so you did trains before you were at the age of 18, like when you were like 4?
Move past that comment. Move past that comment.
Yeah.
But the like as an adult though, meaning like why would I want to see another nigga dick while
you don't have to make eye contact with his dick.
But if
do you think my boyfriend's cute?
No.
Like a little like attractive?
I don't find any man cute.
Would you say he's ugly?
I would say he gets bitches.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's pretty sexy.
He gets bitches.
Yeah.
But it's because he gets bitches though. It's why, again, you are a great person. Now I will say this, right? Now y'all might hate Kazumi, but Kazumi is a great person off the net, right? She's actually somebody who I believe Kazumi is smart as hell, which is why she's able to get all the money she can get from IU niggas, right? She's smart as fuck. She's intelligent. She's empathetic.
Oh
like
my God, I
right?
maybe will spit on you.
No, like if Kazumi wasn't, Kazumi, right? Now I don't even know like her real name, but
that's my real name.
Really?
Yeah.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Yeah, it's as real as poetic. First name poetic, last name Flakko is your name.
Yo, I can almost be confident that your name probably starts with Ming Yang.
Excuse me?
What?
No, it doesn't. But I'm going to open this water bottle and attack you in case.
No, yo, I will sue the fuck out of you. I will sue the fuck out of you.
Sue me for waterboarding you?
Yo, I seen you get that like $100K a month on OnlyFans. I'm suing you.
Oh no, I don't make it that much money.
I am suing you.
You don't need to sue me.
What? No, also too, though. But let's get back to it though. So your boyfriend get bitches. He can probably get like whoever he wants. Now, what do you think attracts him to you?
I mean, all the things you listed. I'm like a pretty cool chick, and also, like one-on-one, I'm a really cool girlfriend, and
I believe it.
My money is our money, and
really,
also, yeah, I spoil my men. I have a sugar mama king, and second of all, he can also fuck bitches. I like my men with bitches. If he was completely bitchless, that would be so embarrassing for me. I know I like a guy when I think about him sharing with my homegirls, and I'm like, see. Right, this shit is cool.
So do your boyfriend got a 3-inch penis?
No.
So you got you. So you love men who get bitches, who's attractive with a big dick, but yet you're trying to sell this dream to simps that you love a 3-inch dick and simps.
If he had a 3-inch dick, I would still date him because he's still sexy and cool. I feel like when you're in a deep relationship and you may love someone, you like, the dick size may not matter. Do you date a girl and be like, oh, her boobs are too big, her titties too fucking
But you
fat.
carry the narrative like your type is, oh, I love to fuck simps. Oh, I love simps. But the type you're dating is a nigga who quote unquote gets bitches, and get bitches isn't really the character trait for a simp.
But during gangbangs, I'd be fucking simps.
Like who?
I don't name drop, but like,
Hey.
but these are like random dudes like that work at Chipotle. You know what I mean? Like I like to gangbang with like the normal guy. Well, forgive me for liking a sexy stallion, coming home to a sexy stallion after I fuck 1,000,000 3-inch peni, whatever.
But back to your boyfriend, all right? So now, have you ever brought up, damn, babe, like I was on my Twitter feed and I seen this dude like busting a crazy load, you know, on, again, I don't even want to get like degrading, right? But I seen this dude busting like a crazy load on your face, man. This made me feel sad today.
This made me feel sad today. I mean, first of all, he totally has the ability to bust his nut on bitches as well. So I feel like that level of equality kind of makes it cool. But we've always been swingers. Like, we've never been monogamous people. Like,
So he's a swinger?
Yes, we are swingers. So he is available.
So, okay, so where do the line go from swinger to cuck?
I think the cuck is when he doesn't get bitches, but he does. And that's like I think a cuck has to kind of enjoy being a little bitchless.
I feel like, one, like to me, there's really no line. Because if you are in the room while your girlfriend is getting like her fucking cheeks debilitated, I feel like that's some cuck shit.
I feel like, what if he's also balls deep in like Angela White? Isn't that, or like, what if he's balls deep in like 17 other vaginas that are just as hot and cool and rich as me?
Now, do you ever feel like, again, because I know niggas, and when I think about this interaction, it comes to me as if, he's a real nigga who, she's rich as fuck. I'm just fucking her. I ain't really like, about to marry this girl. You feel me? It's just like, like we're just fucking. She's rich as fuck, paying my bills a little bit. I can fuck other hoes, and she thinks I'm, like dedicated to her.
I think he's pretty dedicated to me. I think we are going to get married one time. I think there's a happy ending for whores like me. Riley Reid exists. Lena the Plug exists.
Wait, whoa. All right, so why would you...
Lana Rhodes exists.
Here's. Oh, okay, so question. So why'd you use that word to describe Lena?
Whores are, the definition is someone who sells sexual services. We're of course, like the street term is just like a hoe or a slut, but a whore specifically is like a profession. Like a professional, like as in like she has an OnlyFans and we sell videos of us getting fucked.
Now, question for you: which one of those girls got a black guy?
I don't know what Lana Rhodes' man looks like.
But wait.
I guess the baby doesn't look black. I guess the baby is probably white. I don't know.
No, I would say this though. That baby does kind of look racially ambiguous.
Yes. So maybe, I don't know. Adam is a white guy. No matter what. I
don't feel like you're fully, I guess, like aware of the characteristics of a nigga. So I feel like, like a nigga busting a load in a rich white woman and giving her a baby, that's not really commitment, right? Like, I'm sure, that kid's father, sees that baby probably once every month, right? But back to you, though. Now, do you feel like your boyfriend would be committed to you and marry you at some point? Have y'all even talked about marriage?
Yeah.
Now, when was the last time y'all talked about marriage?
We talk about marriage pretty frequently, and I feel like our lives are built to working towards a common future together. Now, I feel like maybe you might have some internalized issues about how you believe relationships are.
No.
Do you want to marry your woman? Is that your day one?
Listen, I feel like in your situation that there will be like a cuck or like a swinger who would definitely marry you. But when you tell me that man outside, that black brother outside is a swinger, I don't quite think that. I think it's a situation where, she lets me fuck other bitches. Like, she's not demanding that I be, like this, like, monogamous guy. So we just fuck bitches together. I get to fuck her. She pay my bills. I get a place to stay. And, at some point in about, like, 5 or so years, once the money runs dry, I find a girl to marry.
Number one, the money will not go dry. But number two, maybe your money will go dry, but not mine.
Yeah, come on. Oh, man. Yo, leave me hanging. Bro, talk your shit, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Talk your shit. The money will never run dry.
The money will never run dry. But number two, I know you're completely bitchless because if you've been to an orgy or a gangbang, these are mostly black guys in relationships, also fucking women, and then coming home with their beautiful wife.
Now,
I've seen many. I will invite you to one. I've invited the office before.
Or listen, so now are their wives also getting fucked at those gangbangs?
Yeah, we all fucking, bro. Well, I don't know what universe you live in where us women just sit home while you fuck millions of bitches and we just kind of wait.
Now, those black guys that like you just described are what, like we consider black guys, not niggas. Your boyfriend look like a nigga.
So I need you to like really describe for me directly to the camera what you mean.
Now, I feel like every like black person is watching this like, I like understand. Now, okay, for example.
You can educate me. I truly do not understand this.
All right, cool. So like, like Will Smith's like stepbrother, like from The Fresh Prince?
Yeah.
Wait, I forgot his name again. What's it again?
Yeah.
Look, cool. So Carlton is a black guy. A nigga is Pooh Shiesty.
Carlton is a black guy? I actually haven't watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Damn, bro.
Sorry.
Yo. All right, so a guy like Carlton, who's this like prep school guy,
are you a black guy or are you?
I'm transformative.
You're transformative. You don't believe that my boyfriend could possibly be a transformative black guy who could fit situations?
From his dap up, the way he was inhaling that blunt, the way his lips was swallowing the blunt, that don't look like a
I think you want to fuck my boyfriend.
Nah, man, that's a nigga.
No, that's cool. I mean, I totally like to fuck him too. And many women in the world, in the universe, also enjoy fucking him.
Absolutely not. Now, like when I asked you a question earlier, you was like, yo, I felt more uncomfortable with Sharp than Crip Mac. Why is that?
No, I felt more uncomfortable with Sharp versus Crip Mac.
Yeah, why?
Well, I felt like Crip Mac was still, quite respectful. And then afterwards, we were like, I don't know if you saw all the messages, but he was like, we good? And I was like, we good. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see it.
Yeah. No, I find Crip Mac just, he's a silly little guy. He doesn't mean no harm. He likes to do his dance and he likes to eat his tacos with his wife. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you feel like Sharp was rude to you or what?
I found like Sharp is an entertainer, and so am I.
Amazing
and of course, we lean into personas because it goes viral and it's awesome. Mm-hmm. I do not like what he wants to go viral for. I think it's really irresponsible to openly be misogynistic to women on camera in front of thousands and millions of people, because it shows these little nerds that sometimes it's cool to talk to women that way, because those guys will go out in the world and think they're sharp and they're not.
These little nerds. You see how condescending you just sounded towards the men
about the little nerds
who you claim you love to fuck?
I love little nerds. I go to Anime Expo, and and you would have been invited to my Anime Expo party, and you would have seen me continually fuck nerds. I love nerds, but the nerds I'm talking about are the ones that believe Sharp is right and believe that women are like in this little role and have no other purpose besides bringing a bag back, right? And it's like, I feel like, grow up. When you grow up into the real world and you become in your 30s and 40s and you realize that no, you are still completely bitchless, you are not Sharp. You cannot say those things and get away with it. You will get punched in the mouth.
So what you just said was Sharp gets bitches.
I don't know if Sharp gets bitches.
No. Wait.
I have actually never seen him with a bitch.
Wait till you just said though. Sharp gets bitches. You're not Sharp. Sharp is the asshole according to you, and they're nice guys. So don't you see where now it's kind of like
Sharp is an entertainer. Sharp is playing a character that makes a lot of money and gets a lot of views.
No, I talked to Sharp. Move. No, I've talked to Sharp.
And of course, he's a real dude that also believes exactly what he's saying. I also am a real woman that loves gangbangs and everything I'm actually saying, but. But
Sharp don't play a character. That's just Sharp. Then the cameras just have him.
I think he read the book by Iceberg Slim, and I think he wants to recreate that role. I think he wants to become Iceberg Slim and become this guy.
No, man. I feel like I haven't met a quote-unquote pimp. Now, by the way, there's a pimp sector on YouTube. I didn't know this, right? There's
a pimp central?
No,
pimp.
sector on YouTube where they come on these like live stream panels and like just talk shit about like other pimps. This is wild, right? And like I seen videos, where they was talking shit about Sharp. Obviously because Sharp is Sharp is who they want to be. Sharp has mastered his craft. Say what you want to say about Sharp, but Sharp has gotten to a point where he's mastered his craft. Now, why do you feel like, like you were being, let's say, attacked and degraded by Sharp, opposed to Sharp giving you game?
What was his game? Why don't you explain to me what his game was?
Now, again, like from the last, interaction that I've seen with you and Emma and Sharp, and he was pretty much like trying to say, yo, like, upgrade, and here's how you can upgrade, and shit like that, and like getting off OnlyFans. And again, I watched the full episode, right? But
I think you are missing that. I don't think that's what he said at all.
No.
What was his advice to me?
Yo, I feel like once he started to like give the advice, like he looked at you and Emma, and yo was like not really receptive, and then shit went downhill. So. To question, has Sharp given you any advice that you can take back and say, okay, maybe he's right?
No, absolutely not. I actually cannot recall anything he said that was remotely respectful or made any sense. And that's totally okay, because I did not come there for advice. I came there to get views. And he is the best pimp ever because he made me so much money and I didn't have to give him anything.
Wait, so you say, you're coming into, now Sharp is coming into the interaction with good intentions, of simply, of trying to give game, and help like females out. And you're saying you came into the interaction solely to give views. So you're coming into it to trigger him.
I didn't come here to trigger him. I didn't say anything that was out of character. I didn't. I did tell him to get a heart attack and die. That was unrelated.
Come on, Kazumi, come on, man. That's fucked up.
But besides that, I came there to stand my ground and say, like, my career choice is a viable thing. It makes me a lot of money, and I'm happy. Am I doing everything in a safe way? Yes, because I told him that I do not have unprotected sex outside of my work.
Why's that?
Because people are crazy, and I get tested every 14 days. So I have not gotten STDs. I practice a lot of sex very responsibly, so there's nothing wrong with what I'm doing. When was the last time you got tested?
Me?
Yeah.
The last time I had sex.
Which was yesterday?
No, I'm not.
3 years ago?
No.
I mean, how often does you and your girlfriend have sex?
I've learned a very valuable lesson when it comes to being on here is you try not to talk about your personal life, and you try to keep this shit strictly to like content. You feel me? Right?
So yeah, when was the last time you busted a nut inside a woman?
I would never, discuss that, especially on No Jumper.
Word.
Come on.
Because it's not recent enough, or?
No. Well, that may be a two, but I've also, figured out, right? Once I came on here, right, and told my quote unquote story, those meme pages came with like 1,000 memes, and
I don't think you have. I don't think you have a girlfriend.
Really?
No, I do not think so. I think if you had a girlfriend, you would loud and proud say that you cream pied her last night, and that was the last time you got tested 12 hours ago.
Now, why do you assume me and my girlfriend are having sex?
Because are you celibate? Like, are you trying to not have sex?
Well, here. So, like, first question is, why do you assume though from let's say my like, interaction or even like watching the content, and that's how I know you haven't watched the content because you don't know.
I actually have not, because I wanted to
come in. Wow.
I wanted to come in blind, because if I watched a lot of your content, I would act a certain way. And
why?
Because I would see how you are, and I would try to like figure out the best like angle to go for.
Yeah.
I wanted to come in and have an actual conversation. And last time I saw you, you were getting a lap dance from Nicole. So I was like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
I have it on camera. You want to see it?
No.
Subscribe. But
wait, it's on your Patreon or No Jumper Patreon?
What's on my Patreon?
I don't know. Like you claim like there's a video.
There might be a video of you, yeah.
Yo, listen, man.
Except it exists and it's on camera. And you can ask me about it on my OnlyFans if you mention Nicole plus Poetic Flakko. I almost said King Croc for some reason because I gave him that hand job. If you mention Flakko and Nicole, I will give you this video.
Here, so after
subscribe.
No, so after a month though, what is your opinion on Flakko?
Flakko?
Yes, after watching.
I've literally only seen the memes, and I saw you race Gina. I saw that guy spit on you, and I totally understand why he did.
Why?
Because I will spit on you at the end of this podcast. Absolutely.
Why? Yeah, I've been nice to you. Like I've been humanizing
because you wanted me to.
No.
You said I would let you spit on me.
No, I did not say that. I said
Let's roll back the tape.
No, I said I would enjoy your spit much more.
Okay,
than
I
spit from a Negro.
misunderstood, and I will not spit on you. Forgive me for thinking that was consensual.
You see, man. All right. So where do you think it went wrong with Sharp though?
I don't think it went wrong. I think it went well because I was focused on the aftermath. You know, as an OnlyFans girl, I don't have the backing of like being on Brazzers or a studio to get me my promotion.
Yeah.
I wanted to have a conversation, and it went exactly the way I planned.
Okay, so why do you think y'all conversations weren't more pleasant?
I think because he is an extremely traumatized individual who needs to go to therapy.
How do you know this? What? How do you know this?
Because it's very obvious that he thinks that the world should operate a certain way regarding gender roles, and if they do not operate that way, then there must be an issue with the woman, and I think he might actually hate women. I do not think he likes women, and I think that is why he is bitchless. But I do not want to say things about him without him here to defend himself. I feel like
listen, I don't think Sharp is bitchless, bro, because I've seen there's been like multiple women who we know who has been begging to fuck Sharp, and he's nah, bitch. King Croc.
Oh yeah, I love that guy.
Now let's speak on that though. So King Croc he's a new character in the No Jumper metasphere.
He is the best guy ever.
Okay, so King Croc, for you guys, well, like they probably know who King Croc is now. You know, he's a new character. Now, King Croc, we was privileged to find out that King Croc and another person, the struggling comedian who came.
He's Harfcock. I wouldn't say he's a struggling comedian. I think he's exactly where he is. He's a funny little guy.
A little guy. Yo, you see how demeaning she is to Sims? And y'all out here giving her y'all money, and she clearly, like,
he was a funny little, like, he was like a little funny.
She's clearly condescending to you little dick niggas, man.
Dude, I don't think his dick is small or big. I did see both their dicks. I wouldn't say either of them were little. They were like reasonably sized.
All right, so back it up though. So how did King Croc's penis get in your hand?
Oh, well, him and Harfcock were competing for my love in the Danny Mullen podcast, and the winner would get a hand job in the bathroom.
Yes.
Honestly, I actually was like, you guys are both super fucking funny. I want to give both of you guys a hand job, but Harfcock was like, I can't. So I was like, all right, well, I'll give one guy a hand job with the power of two. So I went in the bathroom, and Danny Mullen recorded it, and I gave him the hand job of my life, dude. I had like my lube in my bag. I just have that.
Now listen, now King Croc said, yo, the hand game was I ain't even nut from it.
I was not trying to nut because Danny Mullen was staring at me, and it was totally like killing my vibe. I was like, if Danny Mullen maybe set up like a bed with rose petals and Brian McKnight playing around, I would have totally been like, but like, there was just an audience, and I was a little nervous, which is funny because, I mean, I fuck in front of people all the time, but I felt like Danny Mullen's cold stare holding this like camcorder made me, that was definitely not the best hand job of my life.
Yeah, and Croc, you know, again, he came back to me and said, bro, you know, that shit was alright, bro. Now, would you ever run it back and actually try to make him nut?
I would round two that shit. And you were invited to my party. I invited him to my anime expo party, and we were cool. I did not have time to give him a hand job, but I would give him a hand job again as a homie.
Yo, I want to do a vlog with you, like where like I just like follow you to like your sets or your porn sets or you know, like whatever you do, and just vlog the process for YouTube. You feel me?
Would you ever do porn?
No.
Is it because you're insecure about your cock size?
No, like, so when it comes to doing porn, I don't feel like there's enough money that would make me put my dick on the internet.
Like, is it because it's not an impressive penis?
Nah, man. You know, me personally, I feel like, you know, it's pretty impressive. You know, now for porn standards, it's quite average, probably like 10 inch and girthy.
Your cock is 10 inches in girthy?
Yeah, man.
I'm going to need to fact check this and find your girlfriend. And you don't have sex if your girlfriend that totally exists, right?
Yo, listen. I actually like prefer like people thinking like she's not real, so like niggas can stop going to like my Instagram and DMing every freaking girl I follow and asking, yo, are you Flakko's good? Right? Like,
wouldn't
you know,
the plot twist be funny if I was
weird.
your girlfriend and you've been talking about yourself this whole time?
Yo, that would have been.
Flakko is actually my boyfriend, guys. This is the face reveal we've been waiting for. My boyfriend is Flakko. I give all my money to this guy. Woo!
Yo, I'm her pimp.
Yeah, you're my sharp.
Yo,
you know?
yo, listen, yo, shout out to
Yeah.
Sharp, but yo, Sharp actually been saving lives here, man. Now, you know, you probably hasn't been even updated on the new Sharp content, but Sharp has actually changed his approach to where now he's taking girls to therapy, and that's actually pretty dope, man.
Like
But
the therapy is him like scared, like screaming at people. I could go to my
No.
dad and have the same experience.
yo, Sharp hasn't screamed on a podcast probably for the last month,
The last one I saw of him was the Madison Morgan one, and I kind of was
and
like,
he wasn't
yeah.
screaming at all.
I thought that one was a weird.
That was therapy.
Again, I'm only seeing clips, so I'm
Yeah.
kind of like, oh, okay, let me avoid that.
No, in fact, we will get to the like Madison Morgan one, but let's get back to King Croc. Now, so one, the hand job was mediocre, which is yo, bro, like
Understandable
This
factors.
is Kazumi though. Like Kazumi is like the sex god, and she couldn't make a nigga nut. Now, two, why haven't you fucked King Croc?
I guess if he asked me, I probably would if it was on camera and I could show his face.
Why do you have to have these interactions on camera?
Because I want to make money from it. By the way, if you subscribe to my OnlyFans and you DM me King Croc, I will send you this hand job video.
So you only fuck simps if you can monetize it on camera.
No. I actually would probably fuck King Croc off camera because we are friends now. But would it be better to make money from it from the rest of my life? Always yes. So I always like to ask that first of all and be like, do you want to do it on camera? If not, okay, well, you're slightly lower on my priority list because I'm a busy woman fucking everyone else. So I will have to make time for that. If you want it sooner, you want to fast track it, I need the face reveal of like Flakko. Oop, that's his penis.
The face. Got you. So you would actually fuck Croc off camera if he asked.
And
how do your boyfriend feel about this?
that would be totally fine. He can fuck women off camera. I mean,
No,
like, are
because
you
like
asking?
your boyfriend knows Croc.
Yeah, they like, yeah, you know Croc.
No, but your boyfriend has met Croc.
Yeah, you've met him.
No, the Negro who's outside. You feel
Yeah,
me?
you.
No,
Yeah.
no. So
you can pretend that we're not in a relationship and that's totally fine, but
But
we've
don't
been
you-
together for 3 years and I have proof.
but don't you feel kind of bad though that like you're out here, you know, fucking dudes or potentially fucking dudes that your boyfriend have relationships with?
Wouldn't it be better if you knew my guy before I fucked him rather than just like some random dude on the street and you don't know? Like, what if King Croc was like a freaking, like, I don't know, like a sex offender or some shit? You would prefer you knew who this person was and you were like, all right, that's a cool ass guy. I would love it if you gave that guy a hand job versus just some random dude on the street.
How many of your boyfriend's friends have you fucked?
I would fuck all of them. But he's fucked all of my friends. This is a world of equality.
No, how many of your boyfriend friends have you fucked? Now would you fuck?
I would say, have I fucked already?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we all have the same friend group. So, I don't know, like probably over 50 or something. I don't know. I like.
Over 50 of his friends. Now, have he fucked their girlfriends?
I would say a lot of them don't have girlfriends, but he's fucked a lot of my friends and they don't have boyfriends.
Hey, you don't see how people will look at your boyfriend and think, yo, bro, like this is some real cuck shit. Because if your girlfriend have fucked all of your friends and you haven't gotten a taste of their girlfriends yet.
No, but he's fucked their girlfriends. He's fucked like a lot of women. They don't have boyfriends. Where's the cucking happening? Like if we both have sex.
If 50 of his friends, you know, don't have girlfriends, right?
But
And
why
then-
do they need girlfriends? He could just fuck 50 random women, and that's like an equal exchange.
No.
And he's also fucked more of my friends than I fucked his friends.
Well, that's, you know, again, that's a little bit different. But let's like bring it back to his friends fucking you. Here's why that's different. If it's, let's say, a random guy who he would probably never see again, right? Who like he don't go to freaking like dinner and to the club with, who is looking at him like, damn, nigga, yo, I'll fuck the shit out your bitch, nigga. Right? That
I don't think
you know, like he
so.
has, bro, like he's probably looked at as like the joke of the friend group.
No, I think, well, a lot of his friends also like go to orgies and gangbangs, so they aren't because they also all fuck different women and men.
And they don't have girlfriends.
Well, I mean, some of them do.
Yeah.
I would say like a lot of like the guy friends that I fuck of his are like our mutual friends that we meet at orgies and gangbangs. So like, you know, like they were like I don't fuck his normal friends. They're too like his friends from college. I don't fuck those guys. I fuck the guys that we meet at like the warehouse party, and then I'm like, yeah, I don't need like I guess they're his friends, yeah. But he fucks more of my friends because we're porn stars. So we're not porn stars. We're OnlyFans girls and we make porn. So we need penis. We need stunt cocks who are we gonna call? We call him because he's our stunt cock.
Yo.
Would you be our stunt cock? No, you don't want to show your 10-inch cock because you don't have sex.
No. Now, me personally, even in like a world where I would be okay with my girl having sex with other people, which I'm totally not, it would have to be, if my friends are effing my girl, it would have to be me equally being able to fuck their girlfriend as well, to where like it's not him looking at me like I'm a fucking simp cuck while he's fucking the shit out of my girl, but then he don't have a girlfriend, so I can fuck his girlfriend.
I mean, I was just saying, like, roughly, I don't think a lot of them have girlfriends, but he's definitely fucked, like, men's wives and, like, like, been the bull to, like, those situations. You know what a bull is, right? Like, there's a cuckold. Yes. No, there's a cuck, there's a bull, and then there's the hot wife. So, like, the hot wife, like, my boyfriend is the bull fucking the hot wife while the cuck is sad and jacks off.
Yo, I definitely got invites, too, to be, like, a black bull, but I don't know, man. That's...
If you want to.
No, like... So I've definitely gotten, like some invites. Now there's this thing,
For sure.
Now right? So when I was on, let's say, Tinder, there was this thing where like dudes will legit like try to find men on Tinder, or like this is like weird fucking site called Adult Friend Finder. Where
and you're on that site, Adult Friend Finder?
I was like probably like 18-year-old in high school and like college, but then like after now, it's no, right? But yes, that's a thing where, guys would try to find men to fuck their wives. But that's a different interaction opposed to my friend fucking the shit out of my girl, but then I don't get to fuck his girlfriend as well, right? Like listen.
So for you, like, it's like the cuck, like PEMDAS, like, it negates it if he, so he needs to also have a girlfriend. Then it's kind of cool. Like,
him being utilized as like a black bull or as a fetish to fuck like a weird white guy's wife.
A weird white.
That's not the same, right? Or that'll make up for his friends fucking the shit out of you, and he gets to be looked at as, that's the guy that lets, everybody
I don't
fuck
think
shit out of
he's
his
looked
wife.
at that way if he's equally getting pussy. I feel like you're pretending like he's just like sitting at home being bitchless, which is not true. He's also fucking women. But also, like, I mean, aside from work, I also don't really have that much off-camera sex, which is why I don't know if I would fuck King Croc, because I like to just keep it, like, work, and then I just go home and, like, vacation.
Yo, I feel like y'all used King Croc that day.
What do you mean? He won a competition. He entered himself in this competition to get a hand job, and then
on camera, though.
Yes. He was like, okay, I'm King Croc.
Nah, man. I feel like using this guy's like thirst to put on camera and post it. That's kind of
First of all, both of them won, and they like it didn't have to be a hand job. We could have like, I don't know, took a walk to the park. I don't know. They could have peed on me for the win, but they wanted a hand job, and I gave him the weakest hand job in the world, or I don't know. That was the best of my ability with the environment I was in.
Why didn't you suck his dick though?
He wasn't. He didn't have a test result. I don't.
Oh,
yeah, I can't.
Got you.
Yeah, no, I don't suck. I don't like do that. Like I have to be.
Unless
real.
they have a.
They need to have like a test result, and
that's
also
recent.
in general, like so I get tested every 14 days. So like, I can't risk like sucking dick and then getting something, and then I can't work for 14 days, and then, or like I just like fuck up like everyone else's job. You know what I mean?
Now speaking of another sip, have you
King
ever?
Croc is not a simp.
No, Hearthcock the simp. King Croc is my nigga, so I wouldn't call him a simp.
I mean, they both earned a hand job. I think I just owe him a hand job, like it's an IOU. Maybe he just didn't want like a double like hand job situation.
That's true, because getting your dick jerked off in a room with another nigga with his dick
It
out
could have
is
been
weird.
one after the other. I was like, I think he also needed to pee, and I think he was shy, and I was like, I'm okay. Yeah.
But speaking of another simp, now you was actually at the live show, and there was a dude who came in and sucked your toes.
He sniffed my feet, and he is an alpha man. I've actually been looking for him because I would have off-camera sex with that guy. I would prefer to have camera sex with that guy. But that guy was a cool guy. He came with his son, which was interesting.
How old was his son?
An adult man. I don't think children were allowed in this. I would fuck both of them. Win sass.
Yeah, so that was like my next question. Have you ever found him, or no, not yet?
I think I found like the son's Twitter. I need to find like the dad's Twitter, because he was the one sniffing my feet, putting himself out there being like a king. I want to frame that picture. That's like a legendary moment.
Now, why do you think the dad is hiding from you?
I think I don't think he's hiding. I think he's just a dad, and I think he doesn't know how to find me.
But if his son know, if you found his son.
I know how to find his son through him, but I would want him to reach out to me and be like, "What's up, babe?" You know. But also, I don't know if he has a wife or what his life is. So maybe he just wanted to sniff some feet and go on with his like little life.
So you wouldn't reach out to him, like you want him to reach out to you?
I think it's like a mild thing that I would be interested in. Yeah, I don't think it's something I would chase because I mean, I could fuck someone else, you know?
So question for you. I don't think you really discussed this on air in length yet. How was it fucking Adam?
Oh, I loved it.
Now, we haven't watched it yet, so let us...
you guys all, like the No Jumper office watches the whole sex tape?
We haven't watched it.
I feel shy because I think Adam and Lena are really cool, and I always feel like they might think I'm not cool. So
really,
because they're just so cool, you know what I mean? They're like they're fucking.
They're like Brad and Angelina of the porn world.
Yeah, you know. So I came. Yeah, it was cool. We have 2 scenes with condom, and then we finally did a scene without the condom. So I was like, yay.
Now, which one did you come in? Like, did you come with the one without the condom? Or did you come on neither?
It's really easy for me. I can come from penetration, so I came from both. But I don't think condoms affect like my cum ability.
Now, did Adam dick game make you come, or was it just like, yo, I would come from damn near anything, so he didn't really do nothing special?
Like Adam's skill set, I would say Adam made me come. Yeah.
Really?
I think he did. I don't really remember.
What's Adam's special move that you was like, oh my God, yo, this dude is like a dick spin?
I think it was just like the energy of like being there. I was like, hell yeah, you know?
So you was groupied out, so his dick made you come.
Yeah, so I guess, yeah, I was groupied out. But I feel like I was just happy to be there. You know
That's not really a great representative of Adam's dick game. Because like, you haven't told me like what type of hard work that Adam put in. Like, was his dagger strokes just on point? Was he out here with the leg up and mop? Like, what did Adam do that was impressive?
You can go watch it, but I don't know. His doggy's cool. His dick is pretty nice. Like, I don't know. I don't want to say anything and I don't know what the situation with Lena or whatever. Like,
what?
You know.
Speak on it. What you mean?
I don't know. I want to keep it respectful. Like,
they're the perfect. Listen, they're perfect. Trust me. Like, nothing you would say here would like.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I think they're both sexy too. Like, even if they weren't Adam and Lena, like if they were on the street, I guess I would also be like, yeah, you want to like have off-camera sex or on-camera sex? That's cool. But yeah, it was. I think Lena is like really sexy.
So you're more attracted to Lena than Adam?
I think I'm equally attracted to them for different reasons. I think Lena,
because Adam is a rich guy who has like big power.
I don't care about his money because I also make money. I think his influence is really cool,
sexy,
and I think that's sexy. And I think. I guess his voice.
Oh,
is sexy.
Pause. I wasn't calling Adam sexy, by the way, bro. You feel me? Get that shit done.
Adam's kind of sexy.
Yeah.
I would beat, and I did. But Lena, I've looked up to her for a really long time. So that feels like, you know, like that's like my Jesus, you know. So I feel like I was happy to be there.
Yeah. Here. So, do you consider yourself a feminist?
Yeah. Like I believe in like equal rights for women.
I think it goes deeper than that, though, right? Like,
no, I mean, like by the textbook definition of the term, do I believe women deserve equal rights? Yes, absolutely. Do you believe women deserve equal rights?
I feel like we're trying to like reduce like first, second wave, and third wave to just like that, like fabric definition, and that's not it. But here's where I think you are a supervillain, right?
I'm a supervillain.
What? Nah, man. You know, like Kazumi is a good person, but here's where I feel like you can be a supervillain at times.
At times.
Yes. So like you will post, retweet if you're a feminist for like a free boob video, right? You know. Have
I posted that?
I think you posted retweet if you're a feminist. Here's a free, like boob video.
I don't think I said that. But if you guys retweet my Twitter, I will send you a free boob video.
Here, let me see.
If you're a feminist.
See if I can pull it up.
Retweet if you have 2 hands. I'll send you a boob video.
Yeah, you see? Like retweet if you're a feminist and love big, juicy Asian breasts.
Well, yeah, retweet if you are a feminist and you love big, juicy Asian breasts.
that comes off as if you're trying to recruit men into feminism.
I do want men to become feminists, but also the focus there was my big juicy breasts. Can I be a feminist and also have big juicy Asian breasts? Yes.
And that's where I feel like the villain stuff coming from, right?
I think you can believe that men deserve respect and still jack off. You know, like you could talk about your 10-inch cock on a podcast and still be like, yeah, men are awesome.
No, I feel like you tried to recruit men into feminism in, let's say, the 1800s. That would have been an honorable thing to do.
What?
And here's what I mean right by that, right? So if, let's say, you were trying to recruit men into feminism in the 1800s, that's honorable. Why? Because let's say, like, I believe the first wave started off to give like women like political rights, and then the second wave was to give women professional rights. Then now the third wave is being described as we are trying to give women social rights, which I believe that's just a way to say, yo, we just ran out of shit to ask for. Now we're just,
I think we are in a continual push for equality. I think we still have a long ways to go. Yeah.
Right. So, here's where it becomes dangerous, right? Because like every oppressed group, like we have like the pendulum of justice. Like for example, like niggas started off here, and then eventually we would hit like the middle, right, where we are equal. And then once you go past the middle of equality and try to push into privilege, you are no longer an oppressed minority. You're now the oppressor. So for feminism, women started off here, and they were oppressed as a motherfucker. Bro, it was bad for women. And then at some point, we probably got, after the second wave, we probably got to the middle. And now I feel like the third wave feminists, where, we're fighting for fucking social equality. What the fuck is social equality? So now they're trying to push into privilege. And that's where I feel like feminism has taken an evil turn.
Where do you feel like women are pushing for privilege?
Yeah, right. Right. Because again, this is like the third wave, right? Where they're saying, yo, we want social equality. What is social equality? Define it for me.
I think you need to define what you think social equality is. I think there are a lot of spaces in Los Angeles and in the world of entertainers where I feel like luckily a lot of women are no longer pigeonholed into certain personas.
They're already equal though.
You think all women are as equal to men?
I feel like men and women are equal, especially in the U.S. Now, if we're talking about a women and men equal in freaking Iran and shit, then I don't know. All right, but in the U.S. right now, men and women are equal. So like a consistent push for more, I feel like that.
What are women asking that you feel like is too far?
Hey, for example, right, they will say, yo, like men and women have unequal pay grade. That's not true, right? Right. So again, right. So like pushing for more when we already have equal pay grade. Men and women, we all get paid again, but the same based on what we earn. So I don't think that like women are behind the eight ball. Because again, if women were behind the eight ball, then again, but the infrastructure and these evil billionaires would just hire more women to save money.
What? No.
I'm speaking above you.
I don't think so. First of all, I am an entertainer, so my pay grade is not capped by certain prejudices that other women may experience.
Like what?
However, I feel like a lot of women may experience a little bit more discrimination during the office. I feel like we may get sexually harassed more. I feel like there might be certain biases that when women say things that make it harder to get promoted. For example, if I acted, very bossy, I feel like people would say that was bitchy rather than being very firm. And I feel like that might make getting promoted harder, which would obviously affect my pay grade. I think in America, if I get pregnant, I feel like I couldn't really take work off, even though I definitely should be taking work off. I feel like I should be able to have an abortion, and I think you can agree that women should be able to have abortions and we are not able to. So I think socially there is a lot of things that we as women still need to fight for, right?
So like the bossy thing to me, like if a dude was acting super bossy and had his head stuck in his ass, and he'll be deemed as a dick, just like a female who is super bossy and rude should be deemed as a bitch.
There would be an existing No Jumper podcast of like the female equivalent of Sharp? do you think she could go on No Jumper and she could talk to men the same way Sharp does and she would be just as successful? Or do you feel
Absolutely.
like that?
There's Cynthia G. Right? So there's a whole place called the Pink Pill, where is women with hundreds of thousands of subscribers who talk about, yo, black men ain't shit, white men ain't shit, men ain't shit, fuck men. It's called the Pink Pill, and they're really, really, successful.
Okay, but I'm saying like in this space, because No Jumper obviously is a monolith of social culture, right?
I don't.
Right?
No.
Right. Like
of course.
we couldn't let's be real. Like Gina is an awesome podcaster, but whenever she says things or has a weird face, what do men say? Like men be weird about it.
But again, how does that describe women not being equal in society? Like for example, if let's say No Jumper, which was curated by Adam and his audience, which is primarily males, then it might be tough for, let's say, Gina to to be a quote unquote strong black woman on camera. However, if Call Her Daddy had their network, I'm sure like women can go on Call Her Daddy and say whatever and be praised for it. So it's pretty much just audience wise, but that still don't prove how women are unequal in America. Because again, if let's say, for example, where women would say, yo, listen, like I've had 5 babies and I want, let's say, like 5 months off, right? At some point after 5 babies and 5 months off each, right?
What?
No, look, here, all right? Here, look. So how much is like maternal leave? Like how long is that?
I think it depends by the state, but it's definitely not enough. In Finland, you can have 3 years off of having a child. And I feel like in America we're normalized to not think that's too much.
Here, right? So you would say this, like, what's your ideal like off time, like for maternal?
My idea, like in my imaginary world, that does not exist. I honestly believe that the first 3-4 years should be paid leave.
Hell, okay, cool, perfect. So now break it down for you. So let's say if a female has, let's say, 3 to 4 kids, and you want her to take, let's say, 3 years off each time, cool. Now, do you think that once she comes back that she deserves the same, like look for a promotion after she has, let's say, like 9 years off of work and that man been working for 10 years straight nonstop?
Of course not. I think it should be based on your qualifications. But I think a woman having
even if she's qualified after 9 years off for 3 kids, should she be able to get the same promotion as a man who's been working for 10 years straight?
Is she just as qualified?
She has probably, again, like she probably has the same degree, but he's been at work. Again, she has the same degree, he has the same degree, but he's been at work working for 10 years straight while she had 3 kids and took 9 years off, so that's okay.
I think the opportunity should go to the person who is most qualified, regardless of who's actively been there the longest. I think there are people who have been probably employed at the same job for a long time, but that doesn't necessarily mean they deserve a promotion because their skill set may not be there. If he is more qualified, then he should definitely get the promotion.
And that's where it goes from us being an oppressed minority to we reached the middle of equality, and now we're pushing for privilege. If you're pushing for a woman to take 9 years off in a 10-year cycle, and she comes back and she should get consideration for a promotion just as much as a guy who's been working for 10 years straight with no breaks, I feel like that's privilege.
Do you think men should be able to take work off to raise a family? Like if you got your girlfriend pregnant, do you think you should be able to take time off, or do you think that should not affect you at all?
Most men don't know, and right, and like that's what like when females say, yo, like the pay grade is like unequal. Well, listen, like things like the maternal leaves play a factor into it. When a guy, let's say, doesn't take off, a guy is always there working long nights, early mornings, and let's say a female has 2 months, 3 months off, and she has, let's say, like 4 to 5 kids, and they act, okay, so why is that guy getting promoted at a higher rate? Because men usually work more hours than women.
Okay, well, honestly, a lot of job places will not take women sometimes because they believe that they will not be consistent because they may possibly get pregnant.
I've never heard of that.
I think it's a thing that totally happens when in considering the hiring process. I think also, let's not forget that pregnancy is like a kind of a two-way street. It takes 2 to tango. I don't just magically become pregnant. That's usually, hopefully in ideal situations, choices that 2 people choose to have. And women should be able to take that time off because raising a child is a job, right? It's not just an easy thing that anyone can do. They have to be present or they could just be completely neglectful of their child, and then that's kind of ass, right?
Well, like, okay, so it's past the pregnancy conversation. It's pretty much of, we're talking about inequality. And I've asked, what is women unequal in 2022? Because again, I see feminists take a side and say, yo, like, women are getting paid less for the same job, and, you know, right? So again, like, what are women unequal in 2022? Because they're still pushing for more shit, and what are they unequal in?
What do the women in your life tell you? Do you think that women should be able to get an abortion if they want to?
I feel like
why do you think it's okay that mostly men make that decision for women?
Hear me out though, right? So okay, again, like, and you're telling me, okay, so we're equal in everything else, but I want a right to kill my kid. Cool. I can hear that. Again, I can hear that conversation out. My whole thing like for that is this. I believe, you know, like Roe versus Wade being overturned doesn't really like ban abortions. Like what that does is say, yo, it's the state's, you know, choice to figure that out. So I do believe that somebody in California don't get the right to tell the state of Oklahoma what should be like reasonable or like allowed. Meaning California is usually pro-abortion, Oklahoma isn't. So I do believe the citizens of Oklahoma, who are probably majority or against abortions, they should be able to ban abortions in their state.
When I consider equal rights, I am considering that, like, I want the woman in Oklahoma to be able to make a choice about what to do with her body.
It's not her body though. That's just like no.
Okay,
listen,
so here, how about this? If I was in the balcony and I had a petri dish of a fertilized egg, which is technically a body in your mind, and I had a fucking 2-year-old, like a newborn baby, and I was like, I have to drop one. Which one are you gonna let me drop? You're not gonna let me drop this petri dish? Like, which one are you not gonna let me drop?
Wait, say it again, because that didn't make sense a little bit.
If I have a petri dish of an embryo, it's like a little plate of like the cells that of like the embryo and the sperm. Obviously, this isn't real, but like you know, if I had like the embryo and this clump of cells of what would become a baby, because you're saying that's a person, and I also was holding a baby in the other hand, and I said, which one are you gonna let me drop? Which one are you gonna let me drop?
I feel like that's where, but the discussion starts though, because it's not like a situation of
which one are you gonna let me drop?
What?
Are you gonna let me drop this little clump of cells, or are you gonna let me drop this baby?
Again, me personally, right? My personal decision is, I would say, do not drop a baby. You know.
So which one's the baby?
Both.
So I have to drop one. Which one is the baby?
I would say this, like again, like this baby here can probably feel pain, right? So probably don't drop, you know, that baby. Right?
So I can't. So can I drop this baby?
Here. So no, right? So again, like, don't drop either. But if you're telling me that
I have to drop a baby.
Why do you have to like drop the baby?
In this universe, I'm saying, which baby am I dropping?
Don't drop the baby that can feel pain.
What the hell are you talking about? Like, what?
If that baby can feel pain, don't drop it. Drop that.
So you believe this is more of a baby?
No.
That's not more of a baby. Okay. So I think we do not see eye to eye. And
here's my thing, right? Regarding this, though, right?
I hope you never procreate.
Nah, look.
Okay.
Now look, right? So like that's the thing, though, is people are saying, yo, it's a conversation and discussion in regards to females' bodies. It's not. It's a conversation and discussion of what we define life is. So if people in Oklahoma are choosing to define life in a particular way, then who are we to say their definition of life is wrong? Because again, like you're actually anti-abortion. Like you wouldn't say, yo, like a female should be able to kill a baby at 8 or 9 months just because she don't want it.
The only reason a woman would have a 3rd trimester abortion is because that baby would literally die upon arrival, or it's a miscarriage, or she personally would die. And I don't think people should be punished for sex. And what happens sometimes during sex is that people become pregnant. And I think
answer that question though.
And I don't think that is a person. I think that is a clump of cells. However, if you believe that is a baby and you are a woman and you want to keep that baby, that is absolutely your right.
But answer my question though. Would you be?
Because I believe it is your choice to keep the baby or not, right?
Yeah.
And it's not my business if you think it's real or not.
Here, right? So look. So like, answer my question. Would you be against a female saying, again, is no sickness, no nothing. Just, you know what, bruh? I don't want the baby. If there's a way to kill it and get it out of me at 8 or 9 months, I don't want to kill it. Would you be okay with her being able to kill her baby at 8 or 9 months while she's still pregnant?
So again, in my world, that is not a baby. It is not born. So
you'll be fine with her killing somebody at 8 or 9 months?
Again, she can't kill something that isn't born.
So you'd be fine with her getting an abortion at 9 months?
The only reason she would get an abortion at 9 months is if it's literally going to kill her.
No, listen. I'm saying in our universe.
If in my universe, if a girl doesn't want an abortion because she just doesn't want an abortion,
at 9 months,
that's her. So first of all, let's be biological here. The only reason,
see?
No, there is no catch here.
I got you, Kazumi.
No, there is no got you.
If you're pro-choice, she's pregnant, wait the rest. So you're saying that's not a baby according to you. At 9 months, and she's saying, I'm pro-choice. I want the choice to get rid of it at 9 months. Do she have the right to get rid of it at 9 months?
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
And that's where we go wrong.
But I'm saying, biologically speaking, the only reason a woman would have an abortion at 9 months is because it literally would kill her or the baby. That baby is not coming to term. You don't just do that. And I'm sure you don't know that because you don't get pussy. But I
love Kazumi, bro. She loves me too.
I do love you. But if I were to be pregnant right now and I didn't want to get an abortion because I just don't want an abortion, it's absolutely my right as a woman because it's my body and my choice. And also, if you want to keep your baby to term, that's absolutely your right. It's your body, your choice. Is it right for a man to make that decision for me? Absolutely fucking not. And that's where I'm saying that there's many ways that we are unequal, right? Because there's a lot more men in office that make decisions about bodies that aren't theirs.
I'm saying if men are the only buffer between females getting rid of their baby at 9 months, then I'm confident saying let men, be that buffer. Cause obviously we just have two different, we just believe two different things. Cause if you're saying that you will support a woman's choice to get rid of her baby at 9 months, I believe that's just immoral.
I believe you don't have the right to decide what I want to do with my body. And I think
it's not your body though that we're decided on. We're decided on.
Except that is a clump of cells that does not apparently feel pain, so it's fine.
In California though,
there are people that don't live in California that still need equal rights.
No, right? So again, Californians would probably describe that clump of cells as just clump of cells. People in Oklahoma define that as a kid. So I don't think that you being, a Californian have the right to dictate how they define what life is. But we've been here for about an hour now. Now, Kazumi, I've seen you on damn near every E-Day. Barstool, you've been killing it, man.
Woo!
So what do you have coming up? Well, so first off, what's been your most enjoyable experience in the last couple months?
The most enjoyable experience has been, it's just been able to do whatever I want. I was in a cooking competition and that was cool. I was able to be on Playboy and that's cool. I'm able to achieve my dreams utilizing Kazumi. I'm able to do more things. Things that are coming up. I want to do music. I want to
rapping.
No, I can't rap.
K-pop.
No, that's Korean people, and I'm Filipino.
I don't know.
Yeah, I want to make. I don't know. I just want to keep exploring and seeing where the world takes me. I definitely want to see my potential in becoming a household name.
I definitely think you do have potential to be like an outside Kara.
That's my Jesus. Yeah.
She's definitely the GOAT. Now, and when I say GOAT, her performance skills is something insane.
Yeah, because you consumed her porn, right?
Asa Kara, her performance, I feel like she's probably a top 3 performer of all time. And I can't tell you 2 other women who are better. So she might be one,
Yeah, no, she definitely is a GOAT. I would love her. She is definitely like part of my sexual blueprint as an Asian woman, being able to see her be a super
but like she's
slut.
more like, so with her, like, you know, in her skills where she wasn't like carrying like a big romper around, right? So like, she was able to be more like performative and more flexible and could do like a lot more things. Now, do you feel like you would ever reach that arc of Asakura?
I am a lot more different than Asakura because I've never done pro porn and I don't know if I would. In terms of being a sexual icon, I will never be an Asa Akira because that's like her own category, right? I do want to be Kazumi, and I want to be the best and biggest Kazumi of right now, you know, because I'm an OnlyFans creator, and that's an entirely different, you know, like struggles and things that we have to achieve.
Now, take me through the Thought Olympics. How do you get better at your craft?
At my what picks?
No, take me through the Thought Olympics. How do you get better at your craft? Like, how do you train to be a better fucker on camera?
You know, I have fucked in front of people for a long time since I was 19, getting gangbanged at random parties.
Yes.
And it's just different, man. Like it's not even about the experience. Yeah. It's about learning how to, because like think about when you eat like a sandwich and you watch Food Network, that guy is able to describe what that tastes like because you the viewer are not there.
Yes, sir.
Now a good performer knows how to express the pleasure of like how good this feels, and you're over here, you know, jacking off over there.
Yeah.
So it's all about being able to express things better, like, you know, your words, your expression, your sounds, your faces, and everything, and making sure that the people watching are like, that feels good. You know, that's how I know that she feels really good, and that's hot, so I want to jack off to it. I feel like eye contact and being like, and thinking about like what makes you feel good and paying attention to that will really change things, which is why I am very proudly ran fruit, because I feel like guys like to pretend that they want a girl who's a virgin with 0 bodies. And let's be real, would you prefer a girl who doesn't know how to suck your dick at all, or would you rather a girl with experience who knows how to ride, who knows how to say this feels good, you're gonna make me come, cream pie me right now?
I would absolutely choose a girl with 0 bodies over a girl who's been ran through.
Do you feel like that's because you're insecure?
No. It's because I don't want to like walk in any room and know that my girl was out here sucking 1,000 semens, out here getting her fucking back blown out here getting drenched in Reggie-filled diabolical semen.
Why are you thinking about other men inside your woman while you're fucking her?
No, I would just prefer my girl with 0 bodies than having to deal with, again, and like also too, like that's kind of, you know, like also too, like when we pick a woman as well, we are trying to figure out, yo, can this woman raise my daughter? So I would feel much more comfortable with a girl with 0 bodies raising my daughter than a woman with like, you know, 100.
Do you feel like a girl with 100 bodies would not be able to rear a child because she just has had experience with more sex?
I feel like she has 100 bodies, getting trains ran on her, getting drenched in semen, getting baptized, right? You know,
that sounds hot, yeah.
Right? Getting baptized by dicks. I feel like her level of self-respect probably isn't up there. So I would feel like a more respectable woman can raise my daughter into being a wholesome, respectable woman, opposed to having a woman who got baptized in dirty semen to raise my girl into being a respectable, wholesome woman.
How does a woman having more sexual partners mean she has less self-respect? If that is a decision that she wants to do in a controlled, safe environment.
Well, then, like, we just define like self-respect differently though, right? Like, I don't think like self-respect is getting like caught up in being a party whore for like mad niggas, right? I feel like you probably don't have self-respect if you can be a party whore for niggas.
Like having sex in a controlled, safe space is fine, because when you age, I mean, hopefully you're not looking for a 19-year-old girl, right? You're looking for a woman who has lived her life, probably has a career, and she might be older. Of course she would have sexual experience with other men because she's not waiting for you. She is a person with like her own body autonomy and life, and she wants to explore things. And so have you in your life.
I feel like, again, like I'm a traditional guy, right?
Yeah, no, you're totally in your right to fuck whoever you want and have whatever preference.
So because I'm traditional, I'm gonna be taking care of this woman, providing for her, feeding her, protecting her, all right? And all I'm gonna ask for, and in return, is for her to be motherly, for her to be, you know, feminine, for her to be submissive, and also too, like, and her job is to bring to me a great intact womb in a perfectly fine box, right? That hasn't, you know, that don't got high mileage. So I'll feel like a sucker if I'm out here paying premium price, protected and provided for her, and she was giving it up 20 years ago at college party to like 20 niggas. You feel me? Like, I feel like I would have, like, I've lost in that interaction. I've lost.
You're completely bitchless, but you know what? It's completely fine for you to have a preference.
Okay.
Right? You know, because if you want to find this virginal woman, I'm not going to say that that's wrong or right.
Of course.
Right? It's just not realistic. You know what I mean?
No, I feel like
it's not realistic. And when I imagine self-respect, I'm imagining a woman who does not live for a man, and I'm imagining a woman that has sex with men because she wants to and doesn't feel like she has to rationalize every sexual experience she has, because she respects herself enough to know that she wants to have fun and it's not that serious sometimes. But in this world that I live in, you two just don't interact, and that's okay.
Yo, you make thought and sound so great. You listen.
It's pretty great.
You listen.
My life is perfect.
Yo, bro, I see that, man. You know, you got the nigga of your dreams. You got
the
nah,
N-word
bro. Yo, listen,
dreams.
she tripping, man. Yo, listen. Yo, this was Kazumi and Flakko. Yo, Kazumi, I really appreciated this, man. Yo, this was great. Also, too, you got to do me and Croc's podcast.
I do.
Yeah, man. You listen, guys. Follow Kazumi's OnlyFans. At
Kazumi's World.
At Kazumi's World. Like the video, sub to the channel, comment for the algorithm. No jumper coolest podcast in the world. We are out of here.
I love Flakko.
I know, right?